What if I told you, some people don't just daydream. They live inside their imagination more than they live in real life. Not for fun, not occasionally, for hours, every single day. And most of them don't even realize it's happening. There's a name for this. Psychologists call it maladaptive daydreaming. And it starts in the most harmless way possible. You imagine a better version of your life. Better friends. Better conversations. A version of you that's finally successful, finally loved, finally understood. At first, it's just a thought. What if my life was different? But your brain doesn't just answer that question. It builds an entire world around it. And in the beginning, you're in control. You step into that world for a few minutes, and then you leave. But over time, something shifts. You stop visiting your imagination. You start living inside it. Because here's the part almost nobody talks about. Your brain doesn't actually care what's real. It only cares about what feels good. And in that imagined world, there's no rejection, no awkward silence, no failure, just comfort, just control. So your brain starts choosing that world over this one. Slowly, you might notice yourself losing track of time, pacing in circles while a scene plays out in your head, feeling genuinely attached to people who don't exist, getting irritated when real life interrupts the story you're telling yourself. And reality starts to feel boring, not because your life got worse, but because your imagination got stronger than it. And here's the darkest part of all this. You know it isn't real. You're completely aware, but your brain still prefers it anyway. Because in there, you're always the main character, always understood, always in control. But out here, in real life, nothing follows your script. People don't respond the way you imagined. Conversations don't go the way you rehearsed them in your head. And that gap between the world you built and the one you're actually living in, that's where the loneliness creeps in, the frustration, the exhaustion. This isn't a character flaw, and it isn't weakness. For a lot of people, it's connected to loneliness, anxiety, childhood isolation, or just never having had a safe place to process big emotions. At some point, your brain learned a rule. If reality hurts, I can just leave. And imagination became the escape hatch, the safest addiction nobody warns you about. So what do you actually do with this? You can't just stop thinking. That's not how brains work. The goal isn't to shut your imagination off. It's to take back control of it. Here's where you start. First, notice your triggers. When does it happen? Boredom? A certain song? Stress? Lying in bed at night? Awareness is step one, because you can't interrupt a pattern you've never actually named. Second, interrupt the loop physically. The moment you catch yourself slipping in, do something with your body immediately. Stand up, walk, drink cold water, touch something textured. Your body can pull your mind back faster than willpower ever will. Third, replace it, don't suppress it. Suppression just makes it louder later. Instead, give your brain something real to chew on. Exercise, writing, an actual conversation with an actual person, a small, achievable goal for today. And maybe the most important shift of all, stop fighting your imagination like it's the enemy. It's not broken. It was trying to protect you. The goal is just to ground it, so it stops living your life for you. Because the people who struggle with this the most, they're not lazy. They're not broken. They just found a world that hurt less than this one. And the real work isn't escaping that world. It's slowly making this one feel safe enough to stay in.